Welcome to episode 566 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Burnett, Apartment Hacker. It is my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. Quick shout out to Melanie Wright. She is the newest member of the Apartment Hacker community, and I want to welcome you, Melanie. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them through messaging or through the comments, and I will do my very best to answer them in future episodes of Apartment Hacker. Also want to remind everybody that we are on iTunes and Google Play now in the way of a podcast. I am in the process of loading all the archived episodes, so it'll be some time before we get to this current material being posted there, but you can reach it here. You can access it here. Anyway, get to the point today. Did you know that every organization has an internal program called CPP? Every organization has this CPP. And there are many members of the CPP in every organization, and that the name of that organization is the Change Prevention Program. Change Prevention Program. That is, team members in your organization are part of the Change Prevention Program, where they are literally dead set against any change that might happen in your organization. And so it is incumbent upon you as a leader, as a manager, as a leader in your organization, to work with people in the Change Prevention Program to actually help them understand that change is here to stay. There is a very famous quote out there that goes along the lines of, if you don't like change, those of you who are in the Change Prevention Program, if you don't like change, you will like irrelevance even less than you like change. So it's important for managers and leaders and people who are part of the program to understand that change is inevitable. It happens all around us all the time. And it is happening at a more rapid pace in the multifamily space than it has ever happened over a long bit of time. Because there's been this groundswell of technology that has come into the space, or come into the world, frankly, and it's hitting us from two sides. One is that that technology is actually changing the way that consumers behave, and it is changing the way that consumers expect to be served in the marketplace, right? So suffice it to say that everything that we have been doing in the multifamily space today is subject to change because the consumer will demand that change. And so if you're part of the Change Prevention Program, you're likely railing against the idea that consumers are now wanting things done a different way or expecting that services are delivered in a different way. And you can't think like that. You have to open your mind to the idea that the consumer is driving the way that business is done today, and it is predicated on the way that technology has impacted our business or impacted the world. So leaders, managers, you have to help frame the new way of doing business, and you frame the new way of doing business along the lines of, hey, look, if we don't get this done, we will be the Blockbuster of the world, where Netflix took out the business, right? Or the way taxi cabs are being impacted by Uber. I mean, all the examples are out there, and it's likely that people that are part of the Change Prevention Program have even heard these examples, but they just can't wrap their heads around how that applies to the multifamily space. Let me give you a punchline. The way that applies to the multifamily space is this. People are expecting seamless and frictionless service in our industry. And they are expecting players like your company and my company to figure out how to create those frictionless experiences for them in their living experience. And to the extent that we do that well, we'll win. To the extent we don't, we'll lose consumers to the people who are doing it well. I'm getting a little long-winded here, but I'm going to continue this series on change for as long as it takes, because it's necessary. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.